Hello and welcome to Todd Miller TV, your resource for what's current in the Las Vegas real estate market. And I'm joined here by Oana Sterlacci. Oana, thank you very much for being on today.
Thanks for having me.
We had this mad rush of tax incentive and all this other crazy stuff, and it seems to have calmed down a little. And whenever there's a change in the market, there's an opportunity. So what's the opportunity right now in the marketplace?
Well, there's a wonderful opportunity right now for any buyer to come in and be able to purchase a home without the mad frenzy of multiple offers. The multiple offers have, for the most part, gone away. There are still some, of course, but for the most part, they've gone away. And they've gone away because the first-time home buyer tax credits are gone. The Fannie Mae incentives are gone. So all the urgency in the marketplace is gone. So now what we're left with is people who want to buy a home, whether it's for investment or for themselves to live in, and they're not competing with everybody else out there. Now you're dealing with people who their sole motivation is to buy a home and they have no other agenda.
What is important about two situations, one where you have multiple offers and one where you don't? Why is it better for a buyer to not be in that situation?
You know, it's really nice when you're just negotiating with the seller for the property. It becomes a lot more complicated and emotionally trying when it becomes really a blind auction. Okay, so when you have multiple offers, you ask for your highest and best offer, and you don't know if you're high enough. You don't know, maybe if you're, way above everybody else and you're overpaying, or if you're just missing it by $100. So it becomes very emotionally taxing. So without multiple offers, it's a lot simpler. You're just dealing with the seller. So now it's trying to negotiate the best deal for both sides without having a lot of extra people involved.
So, before 3 or 4 months ago, if the list price was $150, it probably sold for $160 or $165.
Right.
So, are you saying now if you put an offer if it's listed for $150, you might be able to game it a little, put in an offer maybe $145, or ask for some closing costs, and maybe they have more leeway?
A good rule of thumb is as long as you're within 95% of list price, you've got pretty good chances. So that means that if you're asking for closing costs, you should go ahead and offer list price and ask for closing costs.
Okay.
If you're not asking for closing costs, then you can offer a little bit under and negotiate that. With multiple offers, you may not even get a counter offer back. But when you're the only offer, you will probably get a counter back. So you do have a little bit of room for negotiation. That doesn't mean to lowball sellers, because they will reject lowball offers. They will not negotiate those. So it is important that you realize that and you do offer something reasonably close to list price.
Okay, so there is an opportunity.
Yes.
You're not competing with a bunch of crazy people. There's a lot of people tied up in escrow right now that aren't making offers anymore.
That's right.
And a lot of the home buyers who are only buying because the tax incentive have disappeared, whether they got a home or not, right?
That's right.
Perfect.
That's right.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That concludes this episode, and thank you for tuning in.